Welcome back. Now I'm moving on to the next thing. It is one of my favorite product lines and it's called Skin Sticks. Here is the page in the catalog. It's called On The Go and it is Skin Sticks. Currently we have 3 available. We have had up to 5 or 6 of these at a time and every single one has a different purpose, and I'm going to talk to you about the 3 we have and then show you the other 4 that I have here because I'm a hoarder when it comes to my skin sticks because I love them all. Now, one of the skin sticks that I have here, I have the old version because the new version has caffeine and I cannot do the caffeine. So, and it is a retired one. So just giving you a heads up. Now, this is the Healer. This is what started the company, is the Healer Skin Stick. And this is the least amount of ingredients of anything that we have. And I can read these. It's got shea butter, beeswax, orange oil, vanilla oil, pink grapefruit oil, and then the 2 things that keep it solid. So that's it. That's all that's in here. And this sucker is for anything that ails your skin. Bumps, bruises, skin, liver spots. I have a liver spot right here. You can't see it behind my hair. This liver spot was so dark, I did not, and I got it from my daughter when I was pregnant with my 9-year-old. She also gave me a mole. I did not know the mole was under there because the liver spot was so dark. I started putting this on there and it lightened that liver spot up. Now, I did not get rid of the liver spot. This one. I got rid of a different one. Diaper rash. Now, if you're going to put it on diaper rash or something like diaper rash or any kind of rash, so like poison ivy or anything, you need to make sure you're using it like this, putting it on the thing that's the rash and then washing your hands before you touch it again so you don't contaminate the whole stick. Cuts, bruises, anything on your skin. This is Mama's tool. Mama's #1 go-to, always stays in her purse when you, sunburn, it's good for that. It's my #1 lip balm. In fact, I use all of these. The first thing I test these things on is my lips, except for the one that has caffeine in it. Every one of these has been on my lips. Now, if you don't know anything about skin, skin is the most absorbent part of your body. The bottom of your feet is the most absorbent part of your skin, and then the lips are the second most absorbent part of your skin. So if it's good for your lips, it's good for your body. That's my theory. I love the Healer. I have been using this since I think this was the other thing I purchased at that first party was the Healer Skin Stick. Oh, they also had a tin at the time that I could that only thing I used it for was my son's diaper rash. And he never got diaper rash because I always used the Healer right away. That stayed in his diaper bag. And I'm telling you, my kids are like, hey, I fell down, I need Healer. Or if you have hangnails, if you have anything that ails your skin, Healer. Zits, Healer. It'll heal anything up. Scars, Healer, anything. Healer is, and this also is a top seller in the company. In fact, I think this is #1. I'm not sure between the one I haven't gotten to yet, BFF, and this one. I'm not sure which one's the top seller. So, but there are 3 of them. And again, there are 3 of my favorite things. The #2 skin stick we have is called Very Sleepy. And now they've changed the formula with Very Sleepy and there's a little bit less lavender in here because it was very strong on the lavender. I have restless legs. I use this on the arch of my feet, and I won't show you my feet because that's kind of gross, but I just put some in there and then I just rub it in and it helps to calm me down enough to sleep. And I will use this every single night along with the CBD oils and some things that right now are out of stock, but I'm still going to show them to you in case they come back in the near future. This is huge. Older people, so say my grandmother, my dad's mom just recently passed away. She was 93, but my mom's mom, she'll be 90, she'll be 89 in July. They lived by this stuff. They said it helps them sleep. It gets them, my mother feels that way. My sister and I have put it on our children since the moment they were born to help them relax. And it is, again, and it's fabulous because you can keep it in your purse. You can keep it in a backpack. You can keep it in a diaper bag. Skin sticks travel. They travel, people. It's fantastic. And then the last one, and those are both $15. This last one's a little more expensive because it is our CBD stick. This CBD stick is fabulous. Now, I do not use this particular stick because it has some tea in it. I can't do caffeine. However, I have one VIP who is been diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis in her hands. And she told me before she started using this stick, she couldn't find anything to, when she was having a flare up in her hands, to calm her hands down. And she said, Can-I-B Skin Stick is the one thing that she found that will calm her hands down, and it travels. It will stay in your purse. It will stay wherever you need it to. And it has, let's see if it says on here. It is in there, it is 100 milligrams of full spectrum CBD oil in the stick. So the whole stick has 1 milligram or 100 milligrams of CBD oil. So it's not a lot of CBD oil in there. So it doesn't take a lot. It is, does not have petroleum in it. It has shea butter, beeswax, sweet almond oil. So if you are allergic to nuts, it is something you should be aware of. Cocoa, sunflower, peppermint oils, lime oil, Vivitar root oil, which I believe is one of the things that helps calm your pain down. Jojoba oil, I've never ever been able to say that word correctly. Rosemary, sunflower, lemongrass, green tea, avocado, fresh green clay, and the CBD complex is what's in there. That's it. Like I don't even understand what's keeping it all together, to be truthfully honest. But this has been, my sister has used it for period cramps. She's used a lot of the skin sticks for period cramps, and this is one that she says helps to calm her down. This helps for migraines. A lot of people have said this is really good for migraines. Any kind of pain, muscle pain, neck pain, it's really good for that. Now, these are the three that are available, and this one is $27. So these three, let me see if I can get them all so you can see the names, are the three that are available online currently. Oh, hey, I didn't do too bad. Now, let me show you the four that I have in my stock. So if you are local to Elkhart, Indiana, I do the farmers market downtown Elkhart, Indiana from May 29th through every Saturday morning, May 29th through September 25th. There's a couple of weeks that I won't be there. The week of June, the second week of June, and the last weekend of July, I won't be there. However, I will be at Rhapsody in Green, also in Elkhart, the second week of June. And my sister will be at the farmers market. So there will be a Posh representative, two places in Elkhart that week. You can buy anything that I show you, for the most part, unless I sell out of the ones that are no longer available online. So the other thing that I have, and these I like to sell, I like to try to keep these for people who have migraines, or people who have severe period cramps, or mothers, teachers, or anybody who deals, or children, young teenagers who are just starting their periods or have severe cramps, because this is called So Perky, and it is fabulous for period cramps, and it has caffeine in it. This is the one that I have the old version that does not have caffeine in it because I do have migraines, and I will use it a lot. And it also is good for muscle pain. So when I work out, I will use it on my whatever muscle group I worked out that time. This is really good for that. But if you have a young girl who's just starting out in her periods, this is really good for her because she can take it to school. The schools won't take it away because it just looks like a lip balm, and in fact, she can put it on her lips and they'll never know the difference. She can take it into the bathroom and apply it directly where the pain is for the period cramps. Or you can take you can take it to work as an adult and apply it directly, take it into the bathroom and apply directly to where the pain is. So I kept these. I tried to stock up when they were going out because I have a lot of people who like these. The other one that I have is the Be Yourself, and this is a beeswax. Honey helps calm irritated skin, and it has the Mancua honey. And I believe the reason they stopped selling this particular one is because it became difficult to get the honey, because it comes from a particular bee that only the honey only comes from Australia. And 2020 hit and it was hard to import things. So we've slowly, this was the one they decided to sacrifice if we have a line of it. And this is the thing they're like, yeah, this wasn't selling as much, which I sold a ton of them. But this is, if you have old scars, this will help with your old scars. Honey, the healer helps with new scars to keep them small and get them to not form as much. But if you have old scars, this will help reduce old scars. If you have anything, like honey has been a product, people have been using honey to heal your skin for years. Honey is my favorite ingredient we have. I love honey. In fact, before the farmer's market starts, I have nails. Miss Tasha, I have the honey nails I'm going to put on because honey is my favorite ingredient because it is so healing. I absolutely love it. Again, I've got a couple of things that are going to go into my favorite video, Very Posh Mama's favorite videos. But this is one of my favorite skin sticks as well. However, it does about the same thing as the healer. So I think they thought it was a double. And since the honey is so difficult to get, they decided to stop this one. And I only have a couple of these left. This one I only have a few, maybe two, because this is my favorite stick we have. This is the Purifier. There you go. We just brought this one back. It was supposed to come back for our in our catalog, and I don't know what stopped it. Hopefully they'll tell us at our convention this summer. This is the summer stick, in my opinion. So when I was in Florida, I got destroyed by the no-see-ums. The no-see-ums are like mosquitoes, only they're just the most tiny bugs in the whole entire world, and they are fast. But when they bite, they itch worse than mosquitoes. And mosquitoes, they have to take time to draw the blood out. No-see-ums will destroy you. Like I got, I think 100 bites from no-see-ums in a half hour. I mean, it's ridiculous. The Purifier, you just apply it to where you itch. So if you have a rash, if you have bites, if you have poison ivy, if you have any, again, with the poison ivy, you're gonna wanna not put it directly on the poison ivy because that will contaminate your whole stick. But anything that itches, allergies to, like if you are around a cat and you're allergic to a cat and you got something and you're itching, put it wherever you're itching, it's going to stop the itch for up to 4 hours. And it does. I was driving and I had my Purifier stick in my purse because I always carry one in my purse because my daughter's allergic to mosquitoes. They swell up like baseballs. It's ridiculous. This stick is amazing. Now I only have like 2 of these because I'm hoarding them. And if they don't sell the first week, I may not bring them back the second week because precious gold. And that is a lesson in why if Posh has special things and I tell you about them, yes, snap them up like that. And the other one I have, and I have a couple of these as well, is the Happy Dance. Happy Dance is an amazing thing. And we have a candy that goes with it. And I'll show you that right now because it just happens to be here. This is still available. It's $22 and it's still available online. The stick that goes with it I like because you can take it to school and nobody's going to know it's there. What is Happy Dance? Happy Dance is what we like to call a mood equalizer. I used to call it an energy or a mood booster, but I've now, for the first time, actually experienced what happens when you use it correctly or when you need it. I'd always just been, okay, yeah, I need this. I'm going to use it. I'm stressed. I'm going to use it. But my mood was not on balanced. My, I guess the mood hormones, I'm not quite sure what they're called, were not imbalanced. Now I used one and it was I did not have my stick with me, but I had Happy Dance with me. And they work the same way. It's just different forms. Some people like to use candy. Some people just prefer a stick. And I guess more people preferred the candy than the stick. I don't really know. Or it was just, actually I think what it is the containers we make the sticks in are getting difficult to find because of COVID issues. And so they decided they were going to keep the cans around because it was easier to find the wrappers than it was to find the sticks. I don't know. Anywho, when I was was working for a local resale, mom's resale, and we do it twice a year, and I get to work for a whole week for that resale, and it's fabulous. I had a friend come in, and I told you I don't do caffeine at all, and when I do caffeine, it gives me a migraine. But when I haven't had caffeine since I was 15, I also told you I was 41, so it's been a very long time, more than half of my life I've not had caffeine. And so I don't have any kind of caffeine in my system at all, because I don't eat chocolate, I don't like tea, and I don't like coffee, and I don't drink soda. So caffeine and the only kind of caffeine I get is like what's naturally in fruit. And that's not enough to actually affect your system. So she gave me some oils that are akin to caffeine, but there's no caffeine in them. She said there's no caffeine in it, but it'll help you, it'll give you an energy boost. I said, okay, I'll try it because I'm tired. I'll give it a shot. So I used them, and about 3 hours later, I realized that it had done the same thing to my brain that caffeine does, which is what the energy boost is supposed to do. So it was kind of like a 5-hour energy boost, 3-hour energy boost. My body hadn't had caffeine in over 15 years and 20 years at that point. And it broke me. I couldn't think straight. I couldn't talk straight. And when I walked, I ran, and I had no idea I was doing it, because in my head, I hadn't realized what was going on. And I was trying to talk because I was running the area where you take all the rejects, because we were checking in clothes and then rejecting things that weren't quite up to the standards. I couldn't keep things straight. And it was right at the end where we're trying to set everything up and get all of the rejects out of the way so that we didn't have to deal with them until the end of the cell. And it was a crucial time. Could not talk straight to save my life. It was horrible. And all of a sudden, it clicked. I had used these oils, and they were just oils. There was nothing wrong with them. But because my body was not used to that combination of that happening in my brain couldn't handle it. So I told her, I was like, you broke me. And she's like, no, it's fixable, it'll wear off. I grabbed a Happy Dance, because I had a Happy Dance with me, and I just threw it in my mouth while I was back doing some things with the tubs of rejects. And I could literally feel, as I was digesting it, as it was going into my system, I could literally feel everything balancing out. It went from way up here to right where it should be. And I could feel it happening. Like, it was not something that I'd ever felt before. So I can tell you Happy Dance works. So that is why I keep these available for other people, because I can always use the candies. At school, you can't necessarily take a candy. So when you have anxiety, when you have things like that, I keep these available for those people as long as I can. So those are the skin sticks. And the 4 that I showed you, these 4 are $15. I am willing to work out deals in person. We'll see. But for right now, and if you are local, you can just holler in the party. If I've got them available, I will sell them to you and figure out a way to get them to you, to your door, or from my door to your door. I wanted to tell you why I love the skin sticks so much. Portability, inexpensive, they last a really long time. I think I've gone through, now my purifiers I go through more because bugs are attracted to my daughter and I. I guess we have sweet skin, but like the healer, I think I go through 1 a year, and I use it almost every night. The very sleepy, I go through about 1 a year, maybe 2, and I use it liberally every night. My Happy Dance, I've gone through 1 in 2 years. Granted, I've gone through a little bit more of the Happy Dance candies because my daughter uses them for her anxiety. So they last a long time. I think I've used 1 of these in 3 years. Beeswax will go a long way. If you have never used something made out of beeswax, it goes a long way. But portable, lasts a long time, good price. That's why I love products are fabulous, and they all do something slightly different. Love the skin sticks.